my channel. Welcome to another real estate video. I know it's been a minute since I have posted a real estate video, but just trust and believe I was doing things. I just didn't record it. And also over the holidays, things slowed down a little bit. And especially for me being a new agent and I don't have very many clients, so it slowed down drastically for me, but I'm expecting, and I'm saying it by faith, by next year, this time, it will be better, you know? So there you go. Anyway, I am on my way to Lathrop, California, which is about less than an hour from Sacramento. And what I'm basically doing today is, we already have the client, and I say we because me and another agent are co-listing this property because it's working with a investor, and because I'm still new, even though I've been in it almost a year, because I'm still new, I haven't worked with the investor before. So we are going to split the commission, which is fine with me because to me, this is a way of learning and I don't want to make mistakes and stuff like that. Anyway, so we already have this particular client. They're doing a novation, and what it basically is, and I had to have this explained to me because I'd never heard of it before, right? So what a novation is Hi guys, editing Michelle here. So because I was driving and they had a car in front of me doing some weird things, I don't feel like I gave you guys a thorough explanation of what novation means. Even though I understand it, I may not be able to fully get it out because y'all know I'm fairly new to this. It's coming up on a year, and even though at times it seems like I've been in it forever, but novation, okay? So the seller and the investor, they are in contract, right? They have a contract going for X amount of dollars, and then the investor can go in and he can remodel things. He can redo the kitchen, do a lot of other things if he wants, and then he can take that portion and get it back from the sale and then pocket the rest. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. And that's the agreement that the seller and the investor has, right? So then the investor gets us, the real estate agent. And when I say us, I am co-agent on this house with another agent because dealing with the investor for me is new. So I want to make sure I dot all my I's and cross all my T's. So I want, you know, my paperwork and everything to be, you know, perfect. So we are co-agent on it. So the investor is our client, not the seller of the home. So now us as agents, we are in contract with the investor. Yeah, that's basically how it works. And it's funny because the floors were already redone, the kitchen cabinets, the countertops, the roof, and the windows in the front of the house. So, and there are a few things that could be touched up. The investor didn't go in and do anything. And it's funny to me, my experience, my short experience with investors, because my other listing, I've had so many investors call because the house still hasn't sold yet and it's been sitting, which, you know, I'm gonna deal with that later. But I have so many investors contact me and they want a lowball on the price, right? And so they'll go in and they'll fix it up and they'll sell it for outrageous prices. It's funny how they do that because this investor here, he didn't do any upgrades or anything like that. He just wanted us to take pictures and list it, which we did. And we told him the amount that we think it should be listed for. And he wanted to go higher. So I don't know if I told you guys this, but I'll say it again. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and the house is going for $499. In my opinion, and in the other agent's opinion, it's way too much. Way too much. And it's just funny to me when they stand to make a profit. Oh yeah, they want to up the price on it a lot, but then when they're purchasing the house, oh, you know, the house is only worth this amount. Anyway, that's interesting to me. Yeah, but like I said, this investor, he didn't go in and make any kind of upgrades or whatever, and he wants to sell it at a higher asking price than what we recommended because we go based on what's current, what has sold in the area over the last 3 months. That's how we do our market analysis. And he wants to go way over that. And it just blows my mind how they try to, anyway, that's neither here or there. So yeah, if you are seeing this and you are an agent or you know about novation, and if I didn't explain it thoroughly or if I left things out, kindly correct me in the comments. I have no problem with learning and getting a better understanding. However, I know by the time this process is over, I will have had a better understanding because, you know, I'm learning things every day through this process. So yeah, you guys. Okay, back to the video. So today I am going to take pictures of the home, and even though we are going to get professional pictures, this is me assessing the house, checking out the neighborhood, stuff like that. I'm just gonna go with my phone and take pictures and take a video and send it to the other agent that I'm working with. And then after that, we are going to draw up a contract for the investor. So then once the house sells, I'll get commission. So that's what I'm doing today. It's gonna be quick and not a whole lot, but I want to keep you guys updated on everything I've been doing. So yeah, alrighty, let me drive. Okay, so by now I would have already put up the pictures and the video, and as you can see, the house does need some work. The floors have been redone within the last year. The roof has been done within the last year and a half. There's brand new cabinets and countertops. So yeah, I did pick up the keys. So we are listing it. So yay, I got another client, and I am parked in the parking lot because I needed to send all these pictures and videos to the other agent that I'm listing it with. And yeah, so you guys, that's it for now, because it's a process before it gets sold, before we even put it on the market. So you guys, that's going to be it for now. So it's a few days later, you guys, and I actually closed out the video and everything, and I had to come back to the house, but I'll tell you why shortly. Let me do what I need to do so I can get going, because it's getting dark. Okay, you guys, I'm having an issue. I have the lockbox, the key is in it. I know the code. I had a whole video where I showed you guys how I opened this. I can't open it to put this part on the spigot. And so I don't know what to do. I just messaged my team lead because they're supposed to be here tomorrow to take pictures, and I'm freaking out. And thought I'd bring up the camera and show you guys I'm panicking. I cannot, and I know the code. Okay, let me come back when I find out what to do, y'all. Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell, but Lockbox is on there, and it's a pretty rural neighborhood, pretty dark. I'm gonna get out of here because this is the stuff you see on TV, and I'm not gonna be a part of it. So hi guys, so it is another day, and sorry about the angle and the lighting. It is what it is. Anyway, and I realize I'm wearing the same shirt as I did the day that I got the keys and got the listing. It's a different day. Shirt is clean. Didn't realize I wore it again, but here I am. Anyway, I didn't show you guys what happened after the fact, after the whole panic and freak out over the lockbox. So y'all, thank goodness I had my mallet in my trunk, because this lockbox, y'all, I had to bust it open. Yeah, because it would not open. I know the code. Yeah, so I had to take a hammer to it and bust it open to get the keys. And of course, I was talking to my team lead throughout all this process, because I really was freaking out, because I'm like, how in the world are they gonna take pictures if I can't get the keys out, you know, or whatever. So she was like, it's okay, it happens, because she has little ones. One of her daughters dropped the key down a crack before. She couldn't get it out, of course. So things happen like that. And lesson learned, I'm just gonna obviously pay attention, closer attention. I don't know what I did, y'all. I don't know if it was operator error or I don't know. Anyway, went to Home Depot, ended up picking up another lockbox, which I'll show you guys today. I know the last clip, you guys just seen me saying, oh, I put the lockbox on, but I didn't tell you what was going on because, y'all, it was dark. It was dark out there. And yeah, that house, not the house, because I think the house is, it's a decent house, but the area makes me uncomfortable. And it's probably because of all the true crime stories I've seen. Anyway, I need to get all that out of my head. Today I'm hosting an open house, and yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay, you guys. I know, and I do have my protection. But the other night, I was just trying to get out of there because it was pitch black. And when I panned around and show you guys, you see lights here and there, but no, it's kind of deserted. It's kind of like a industrial area. A lot of trucks and businesses are around there. So yeah, anyway, all that to say, ended up getting a new lockbox, and I had to figure out how to work it and put my code in there and everything, which was simple and easy to work. Anyway, I'm going today and gotta get coffee first. Let's get going. It is an empty house, so I do have my survival bag with me, and I brought a chair. And it's not the most comfortable chair, but it's a chair. So let's go host an open house for empty house. Also forgot to say that no wonder why they don't want us using the combo locks, because if you remember a video that I did and I showed you the Supra, which is electronic, that is durable and super hard to get into versus the combination lockbox, which is the one that I broke. If I could bust it up and open it, someone else can do it also. So no wonder they don't want us really using that anymore. The area that I'm going to, I can use the combo lock, so which made it easier for me to just go grab one from Home Depot, because the Supra, I would have to get that from my association, and I was in a whole nother town, and yeah, so good times. Okay guys, I have made it to the open house, and I know I showed a video of a walkthrough, and I'm not gonna really give a full tour like that because you guys would have already seen that on this video. But I'm set up over here, and I just turned my cards over, personal information and all that, and then we've had some people sign in already, so I'm just covering that up. I'm not doing it elaborate or as nice as what I would like, because I don't know, everything is not that clean over here. So yeah, I'll set up there and you can hear it echoing. I did bring my chair. I want to get something more comfortable to sit on, because that for 2 hours, you know, won't be that comfortable. And then this right here, my little emergency bag, and of course my realtor bag with my laptop in it and everything. But yeah, you guys, this is where I'll be sitting today until someone comes in, then I'll stand or whatever. So let me go put the signs out. Now, I did back into the driveway because, let me show you guys. Let me get the keys first, hold on. Don't want to get locked out or anything like that. And it's cold, y'all. I'm gonna have to turn this heater on and close this door. But I backed in right there because this is the neighborhood. It's a 2-lane road. Across the way is trees and darkness. And here comes a car, so you guys can see. So yeah. Okay, let me put my signs. Signs are out. I have one right there, and then there's one over there that you can't see. And then I have my little sign right there that I write on the time. So yeah, and then, hold on you guys. I'm just gonna lock myself in. And then, because how fast the investor wanted this property listed, we didn't have time to go grab a sign and a post to put in the front yard. So someone is actually going to come today. My lead's friend is gonna come put the post up today. You know, the sign that says for sale, that way everyone can see. So yeah, let me finish doing what I need to do. All right, you guys, so I've had one lady come already, and she's only looking for a 1-bedroom. She just wanted to check everything out. She's very excited. She does not have a realtor, so she said she's gonna wait for my email for me to send her paperwork. So we'll go from there, you guys. And yeah, that's exciting. Okay, I don't know if I told you guys, but if you guys seen the video that I did, sorry, the door's open. This house does have fruit trees in the back. It has an orange tree, and I think one of them is like regular oranges and then the cuties oranges. And then on the other side over there, it's a lemon tree. So yeah, I'm not gonna go out there because if y'all don't know anything about me, you're about to know now. I'm not a fan of grass, walking in grass and stuff like that. So I tend to stay out of it. So yeah, that's back there. I just realized I can come into the bedroom and show you guys the trees better if you wanted to see them. But yeah, lemon tree right there and then oranges over there. I changed to my phone because my battery died. So I turned this on. Oh, it feels so good. It's blowing out warm air. So I'm guessing it's the heater because it's starting to feel really good. And then that right there, I think is the AC unit. It's older, so. And then there are these things here, which I have no clue. So maybe they're heaters for the hallway and back here. I'm not sure, y'all. Someone will figure it out. But yeah, let me go get warm because even though I have the door open, I want to be able to see people, but let me close it a little bit because it's still winter. It's cold, but this heat feels good. And I actually think I'm going to bring my chair over here. Yeah. So this is the new lock that I got. This part stays attached, and hold on. The combination is in the front. I just have to make sure it's not showing. So yeah, you put in the combination and then you pull down at that little lever, and there's one on the inside, and then you open it. So yeah, keep the keys in there. Okay, the guy is here putting up the sign. Yeah. I'll show you when it's done, if I can. So I moved closer to the heater because it's really cold, you guys. And when I tell y'all this emergency bag came in handy, y'all, I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I watched a bunch of videos, and yes, this, I can only imagine, and I won't go into details, but I can only imagine had I not had this, because it's not like my other listing at Vivian's house where there's toilet paper, there's paper towels, there's soap. Here, there's nothing but a toilet. So yeah, shout out to all the realtors who put their experiences on YouTube for me to find and on TikTok. That way I can avoid making the mistakes they did. Yeah. All right, I got 6 minutes. I'm packing up to leave. We've had a handful of people show up, maybe 5 or 6 families, which is pretty good. So a few possibilities, but I'm about to put all this in the car because if anyone comes, of course they can see it, but I'm ready to go. I'm tired. Let's go. Okay, I'm in my car. I'm on my way home, and it's gotten a little warm out here. My air is on. Anyway, see all that over there? I don't know what's on the other side of it. Probably more like a shipping yard or something like that. But the other night when I was putting the lockbox on, another reason why I was so adamant about getting out of this area is I seen a guy walking along that side over there with the backpack. And it goes all the way down. It's on this whole side. All right, guys, that is it. I am done. I am on my way home. And yeah, like I said, we had quite a few, well, a handful of family show up. So one lady, she seemed interested. However, she did speak Spanish. She brought her children with her. She asked to be contacted by someone who speaks Spanish. So we do have someone who speaks Spanish on the team. They're gonna give her a call. So if that works out, that's perfect. But yeah, you guys, when I first came to this area, so I had to pass a newer developed area, and I'm like, oh, okay, because anytime I get sent on a property to do an open house or anything, I like to get the lay of the land the day before or just before, so I know what kind of area I'm walking into or whatever like that. And so this one, I kind of did, but I didn't. And so when I was driving, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's in a newer developed neighborhood. And then I got further down the street and I went over this overpass and everything changed. It was like secluded, and then you see a bunch of trucks and like businesses, but not businesses that you would see in a strip mall. It's like the, you know, you get it, the industrial type area, and a bunch of trucks. And when I say a bunch of trucks, it's like the semi-Mack truck you see on the freeway. So yeah. Anyway, when this house sells, I will let you guys know. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Subscribe if you want to see more real estate videos. And you guys, guess what? I'll see you in the next real estate video. Bye.